I built it at my boat dealership. My scrapyard out back was all boat related. I have Johnson Evinrude outboard parts on it. I have Minn Kota trolling motor parts on it. Mercury outboard, Merc Cruiser. I have BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Lincoln. There's one part off a Cadillac. My name's Wayne Trent. I live in Hudson, Florida. My company name is Advanced Mobile Marine, and I transport boats mostly out of Florida into other states. And the truck is retired. I retired it about 2 years ago. So now it has antique insurance on it, antique tags, and I just use it for truck shows now. Yeah, well, what got it started is I had a Ford Super Duty that I was using in my business, in my boat business, and I started transporting my own boats out of Arkansas from Florida, 1,000 miles each way. And I needed a little bit heavier truck, but I didn't want to buy a semi. So I went out and looked at new trucks and priced them, and I thought their people are crazy, so I decided to build my own truck. And I love the old cars, and that's my hobby, is old cars. So I went looking for an old Ford cab over, and so I ended up finding this in Kansas. It was a farm delivery truck, and I bought it, I brought it home. I found a fire truck in Canada, a wrecked fire truck, a Freightliner FL80. I bought that truck, brought it to Florida, cut it in half, and then I found a Ford Super Duty with a bad motor, cut that truck in half, and made the two frames together. That gave me the Dana 80 rear end I wanted for highway speed, because I built it to run in the hammer lane. And then the engine's still sitting in the original Freightliner frame. It has an 8.3 Cummins, C model Cummins, mechanical injector pump, and it's right at about 325 horse and 925 torque. It has an Allison automatic transmission with 2 overdrives in it, and it second overdrive at 90 miles an hour, she turns $2 grand at 90. So I built it to run in the hammer lane. Running fully loaded, I generally cross the scales about 30 to 32,000, and she'll get 10 to 12 miles to the gallon all day, and runs about 15 to 16 empty. And it's been a great truck. It's a lot more fun to drive than a white 4-door dually down the road. The sleeper itself came off of a Western Star. I found it in Louisiana, and I wanted the stacks up front because it was old school. I put the windows in the sleeper just for visibility, just to give me better visibility. I took the bunk out of the sleeper, and it has a couch that folds out into a bed that actually came out of a Volkswagen factory camper, one of those campers that they made. And I have a sink in it, and I have a mini refrigerator in it. So when I'm traveling on the road, I got the amenities I need to get by. A lot of people question me about the tanks underneath the sleeper. It has 3 fuel tanks on it. So I carry about 118 gallon usable fuel, and I can run 1,100 miles between fuel stops with no problem. And that's what I did with that sleeper. And the service bed is a mechanic's truck. I found that in Tampa at an auction, and of course the engine came from Canada. So I made it all together. A little over 3 years to build it. Me and a friend of mine built it, and it was a little over 3 years to build it. Some of the people laugh about my gauges in the truck, but I monitor coolant temperature, transmission temperature. I have a gauge for the rear differential, and I have a temperature gauge for both my outside wheel bearings. I lost a wheel bearing in Alabama once, lost a set of duals, came completely off of it. So I said, I'm gonna end that problem. So I put temperature sensors so I can monitor all the temperatures as I go down the road. So a lot of people comment like, well, what's all these gauges in this truck for? So I just like gauges. It breaks the boredom on a long trip. I did cut a big hole in the floor, and I took a full-size Dodge van doghouse, cut the whole floor out of the Dodge, and laid it into this Ford cab, and I couldn't believe it fit perfect. The bends on the metal, you swear they come out of the same mold. And so it does have a Dodge doghouse in it. That way I can access it from the inside and access it from the outside also. And the other unique thing is this right here. That's called a traffic light finder. That was real popular in the 40s and 50s with cars that had visors on the front. I can pull up to a traffic light, and if the traffic light is directly over my windshield, I can see the traffic light in the prism. The armrests are off a Mustang, off of a mid-80s Mustang. The door handle wouldn't fit in here, so I used the window crank to open the door. Oh, it shoots flames too.
What?
Yeah, it shoots flames, yeah. So I'm pumping propane through the stacks, and I come up through the sleeper with my line and come into the stack so you can't see it, and I can get about 4-foot flames on propane. And I named it after Johnny Cash, the song that he wrote about one piece at a time, where he worked for General Motors and he stole a Cadillac one piece at a time and took it home. So I named it in his honor. And I did get to meet Johnny Cash's brother, Tommy Cash, and he autographed the glove box for me, and he said that Johnny would have really been proud. I decided that nobody's going to get it, no family members are going to get it. My family doesn't appreciate anything old. If it doesn't have a computer keyboard mounted on the dash, they don't want it. So I'm going to donate it to, I'm between two museums. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm leaning towards Iowa 80, if they'll accept it, because it's a modified truck. I assume they might. I don't know, they may not, because it's modified.